Hello and welcome to a new episode. My name is Randy and we have today Black Mirror 2. And before we start, I say please support me, subscribe my channel or like it. Do anything what you want. It's a new channel from me and I want that you support me. So let us start. Normal mode. Okay. Ooh, our friend Samuel. Our beloved Black Mirror Castle.
Samuel? Where are you?
Where are you?
Samuel?
Where are you?
Please, say something.
I am here. I be
There
back.
you are. Where have you been? I've been looking for you. You promised you wouldn't just disappear anymore. I've been looking all over for you. Ow! What's wrong with you? I don't know who you are. I don't know my own husband. You disappear every night. You only talk when it's absolutely necessary.
What do you want?
Where is the man that I married, Samuel?
I'm totally drunk.
I want my husband back!
Okay.
What have I done? What the hell have I done? Oh no! I didn't want this! No! No! No!
Ah, Samuel. Here we have it's a video about the story before the first part of Black Mirror. The reason why he disappeared from there or was leaving the Black Mirror Castle. Because he's a fool that his wife or girlfriend died. Who's this person? Chapter 1. Okay, let's see how it starts.
Get on with it! Stick the damn fuse back in! I want to open the store!
And here's a new diary entry. So corresponding symbol will flash at the top left of the screen. You can open the diary via the indicator or by using either. Okay. In the first game, we had a diary. You have to find it in the first chapter, and then you could use it a bit. But here we have it immediately from the beginning. Maybe we find some information. Semester break in Bedford, Maine. Okay. Content. Semester break. Follows photo store. Okay, Bitford. Why haven't I flipped out yet? Weak little coastal town in Maine. A job in a rundown photo studio with a complete joke of a boss and mom's well-meaning suggestion every morning and every evening, and that's going
The
to
fuse,
be the
man! Open your
pattern for
eyes!
3 weeks. Hell, I wish semester break was over already. Oh, here we get some tips. Now we are doing first diary. Okay, our name is, I don't know, and we make semester break. We have semester break, and we are working in a photo studio. Tasked. The power's gone down and the store. Probably the fuse. Okay. This is good. Then we know latest task. Okay. Content. Ooh, good. What else? Open menu, open save, load, show hotspots. Oh, here. Good, let's see what we can do.
There's not as much dust on the floorboards here. They're almost shiny, in fact. So does Fuller stand here every night with a beer looking at these awful pictures?
Yes.
You think you'll be done today? How long does it take to install a new fuse?
3 weeks till it's over of my work here.
There's not as much dust on the floorboards here.
Okay, we're processing it's for later.
Let's see. A few plastic containers, bottles and boxes, light bulbs, cables, grease. And a small carton of fuses. Hopefully the fuses work. You never know in this place.
Camera.
That's a postcard of Biddeford. It's very useful for getting from one part of town to the next. But I can't just go off across the town right now. I've still got things to do here.
Okay.
My SLR camera, fitted with a flash too. I never leave home without it.
Okay.
There's just one fuse left in the box. But at least it looks unused. I reckon it still ought to work.
Oh, nice. Now we can replace the fuse. So let's check what we have to do.
An old dust-encrusted fuse box. There are a lot of wires coming out of the top of it, which then run along the floor joists. Doesn't look exactly safe. Okay then. Just like everything else of Fuller's, pretty well junk.
Yeah, this poor business owner. Only because he's a prick, it doesn't mean that he's a bad person. Only because he is having bad store.
The blown fuse must be under here. Fuller's already had a go at it, but again, he couldn't sort it out. The 3 other fuses look fine, but this one's had it. I should throw that away, otherwise I'll get mixed up.
Do you know how it is? It's the same with empty batteries. When you change somewhere batteries and then you just should put it separately, as otherwise you put it on the same spot like the other batteries and then everything is mixed up. I have always a problem with that. How it is with you?
Well, that's that. Now all we need is some power.
Yeah,
okay.
Main switch.
So let's have a look.
Bam.
Let there be light.
Nice.
Don't need this anymore.
With a space bar we can see all the active points here. God knows. Oh, wooden pallet. Up.
That rickety pallet is blocking my view of the lower shelves. I can't see what's behind there.
Put it away, boy. Maybe sell something nice. Ow!
A battered paint can with about half an inch of dust on the lid.
Okay.
Dr. Rainbow's Finest Pearly White 85. I don't think I can recall having seen one pearly white thing in this whole building.
Not used. All the information about an object, the game. In the game, you load the interactivity. Okay. Developer.
Photo developer. Looks like it's been there for a while, but the bottle's still sealed, so it could still be good.
Grab it. Steal from him.
Fuller
can
will
sell
hardly
it.
miss it. And even
Some
then,
rare.
I can live with
Use it. Background information about the object. Click on the using them right mouse button.
A small container of photo developer from Fuller's basement.
It's full to the brim. Okay, nice. Be a crate.
A beer crate with 24 bottles. All empty. And the bottles aren't dusty either. Beer doesn't keep long around here. Cheap beer. That's about right for Fuller. I just wonder why he has the crate in the basement. I can't see him coming down here every time he wants to drink a beer upstairs. An old garden hose with more holes than a golf course.
It's not good.
I can't do anything with that. A water faucet. If Fuller had a garden he wanted to water, he could do it from here. But in Fuller's garden, you'd get pretty well nothing to grow. An ancient rusted bucket with a little bit of water in it. With that water in the bucket... I certainly don't need a bucket, nor a load of rusty water.
It's a nice precious rusty water. So,
I'll leave it here in case the power drops out again. And that can only be a matter of time looking at the fuse box.
okay, with the space bar to see or points of interests. It's really easy for me to find a solution or a hidden thing. But let me try to not use it so often. So let's go up.
So let's
Wow.
go up. A wonderful working day awaits, full of appreciation and deep personal fulfillment.
Ooh, Fuller. Best employer
Finally! You make a big deal about going to college, but you're too sappy to replace a fuse.
ever.
Put that board outside in front of the store. Get on with it!
Yeah. Okay, boys. Let's do it.
The store isn't doing very well. I don't think a cheap sign is gonna change that. What the hell? The store isn't doing very well.
One take it. Yeah, I understand it.
Someone's willing to do it.
Huh?
You put it the wrong way around.
Yeah.
I'd like to get some portraits done. Some pretty black and white pictures. Have I come to the right place?
Oh, yeah. You're at just the right place. Black and white photography is my specialty.
Wonderful. So let's get started.
Ooh,
My name is Angelina.
Angelina.
I'm Darren. Let's go inside.
Ah, you play Darren. The story of Darren.
Fuller's photography store. What can I do for you?
I wanted to get some portraits done.
Ooh. Very good. We can start right away, dear lady.
But I thought Darren would...
What? But he's just an errand boy. A pretty child like you deserves a real photographer.
Mm-hmm.
Here, go and pick up the post and take this letter to Mrs. Biba in the diner in the main square. I've got things to do.
Ooh.
Son of a...
Yeah. Darren, don't be so mad about your boss. Okay. Found yet. He's a woman in jail and it was so kitschy. I didn't know what to say. I was so nervous. Damn it. I think I was even blushing. Unbelievable. Nothing like this has never happened to me before. Okay. Okay. Go for letters to Mr. Biver. And from Mrs. Biver what she's going to do with him then. Okay, collect a package from the mail. Just pick up a package for Fullers from the mail. Down in Fair and the store in the harbor. Okay. Here. Okay, I cannot use the card as a map right now. Yeah, good.
Fuller lives with his mother over the store.
Oh god.
I haven't met the old hag yet, but going from her son and that filthy mutt that she seems to love more than anything, I don't think I'm missing too much.
So nice.
Most of the pictures here in the window weren't taken by Fuller. In some moment of blinding inspiration, he must have decided to get some proper photographers to promote his business. Of course, they have no idea just how lucky they've been. Portraits, group pictures, wedding photography, and landscapes. And all of them totally unimaginative, just as things should be. New England Photo Service. I reckon a person has to be pretty damn desperate to have their pictures taken at Fuller's place. But he's the only photographer in town. And there are plenty of tourists here. Presumably he does most of the time like that. I can't explain it any other way, just how he keeps his head above water.
That you have the one and only photographer in town.
A hydrant, just like any other one. I don't see anything special about it. If this place ever burns down, I'll be the guy holding the match.
So nice.
I think that's Fuller's car. I'm not one of those people who knows about such things and goes into fits of ecstasy when they see a classic. Who knows? Is that thing a classic anyway?
No idea. But it seems like that he completely hate already his boss. Okay. Just look here around.
An unbelievable mess of old guns and swords, uniforms, ships' bells, radios. As long as it's old, it's sold here.
Let's go away from here. The post office. I am here to get some information, so there's one package we should pick up from here. Okay. Environment will launch the responding action immediately. Okay. But we have always some time to have a chit chat with a young woman.
A young woman. She looks sad.
Whoa.
Everything okay?
No, it's not actually. Carrie died here 2 years ago. She was my best friend.
Oh,
So
I'm
depressing.
sorry. How did it happen?
You're not from around here.
No, I'm from Boston. I'm spending the semester break at my mother's.
Yes. Well, Carrie committed suicide. No one knows why. Everyone loved her. She was intelligent and always happy. I think there's still a picture of her in old Fuller's display window. A young woman with dark hair and green eyes.
Yes, I know that picture. A really pretty woman.
She had so many plans. After studying, she wanted to open a kindergarten here in Bigfoot, with her husband Jason. I just don't understand it. From one day to the next, she changed completely. Became really reclusive. She was depressed, no one hugged all the time. No one could reach her anymore. Not even Jason. Even though they loved each other more than anything. Then one day, she just threw herself into the sea.
And no one knows why?
No one. Jason has never gotten over it. He couldn't help it. A few months later, he married that brainless bimbo with a convertible. He probably just felt so lonely. It's definitely got nothing to do with love.
He must have been really lonely.
Excuse me. I'd rather be alone right now.
Of course. I'm sorry.
Okay. Do we want to go to the post office? Get the package.
And then I said to him, Jason, I need a new car, urgently.
Oh yeah, and then?
What can I say? It's parked right outside.
You can't be serious.
Sure, I'm being serious. A convertible. Totally cute.
Excuse me?
Have you got something wrong with your ears?
No, I just wanted a package.
Something wrong with your eyes then?
Huh?
Listen, I'm talking here. Can't you see that?
Yeah, I
I
can
want my
see it as clear as
package.
day, unfortunately. But I have to collect a package for Fuller
Back to
at the
your
photo
work.
store.
There'll be no
Woman.
line jumping in this store. You're online, okay? Now wait until I'm ready.
Ugh, the young kids today.
Always. I'm always having a fight with them.
Bad parents,
hell?
that's what it is.
So tell me, what's happening with your new car again?
Ooh,
A
let's look here around.
convertible. So cute.
Handbills
In
for local
beautiful red
events.
and all
Brand
the best
New Year
upholstery
Bazaar.
and everything.
It's a go-go
Oh,
dance
you
till
earned
you
it.
drop.
Oh, you.
Oh, man.
We'll take a little spin later.
The other stuff's
Where is
small
it,
ads.
then?
It's parked
This is
right
where the
outside
locals
the shop.
sell the junk they no longer need.
Then we can go for a ride on my
Lawnmowers,
lunch
baby
break.
cribs,
But
record
isn't
players.
that still a way
I'll
off?
pass.
So what is going on with Fork Truck Pete and that sister, what's her face?
Every
Not the
possible
sister.
kind of form.
That's Matt's cousin, that's
Garbage
who.
and large object
thought she
collection,
was-
telephone rerouting. Here's a form from the Make Our Town Prettier committee.
And
My
then I
mom's on the
said to
board of
him,
that one.
Jason,
It
I
seems
need
you should
a
send
new
in
car,
suggestions
urgently.
for improvements around the town.
Oh yeah. And then?
I'm not
What can I
interested
say?
in these forms
It's
for
parked
residents.
right outside.
I've got a few
You can't
things
be
going on
serious.
which, like this town,
Sure,
could be
I'm
a little
being
more
serious.
interesting.
A convertible.
But I don't
totally
hold
cute.
out much hope for success with them.
Girl, you're just gonna have to show
Okay.
me later.
Oh yes, there's no way I'm not going to do that.
An old ship's wheel. It's supposed to endow a certain maritime...
And in this weather.
You
So they
lying.
can-
And what did he do?
I reckon that the
Well,
local
he just
tourist
left her
board is
sitting
missing
there.
something of a hook
Ha.
for this
Well,
place.
she didn't deserve
I mean,
anything better.
what is there
But
here
that's not
a
all.
bit special?
You joking. There's more?
There must be dozens
Yeah,
of places
now
like
get
this one along the
this.
coast.
Mm-hmm. It's Maine. It's
Ford
known for
Truck
such
Pete
kind
just
of
can't afford that kind of thing.
tourism.
Hey, it's me,
Armchair.
okay? And I'm telling you,
Doesn't look too
she saw him
uncomfortable.
herself.
But who would
But
want to
surely
sit down
it
in this
doesn't
shop
look
with the
as
charming
cute
Rosie?
as my new convertible.
I
Well,
think it's for
hardly.
decoration.
I am definitely
Talking of
not
which,
gonna sit in
weren't we
that.
going to go for a little ride?
Yeah, I'm about to have my lunch break.
Ah, yeah.
The clock must be busted. At
And
least
what
it'll be
did your
right
Jason
twice a
say to
day.
that?
He doesn't know a thing about
Okay.
it yet.
A
You
stand
go, girl.
displaying a
Now
million
don't you go
travel
telling
guides.
anyone, okay?
New England,
Girl,
Quebec,
of course I won't.
England and
What are you
Wales,
thinking of?
Holland, the national
You're a
parks of the
darling,
USA,
Rosie.
What was
Tuscany,
that story again
Hong
with your
Kong,
new car?
etc., etc.
So,
A stand displaying a million.
Where
maybe
is
we
it
can
then?
It's
take one.
parked right outside the shop.
There are too many travel
Ooh,
guides to just
then
go
we can go
leafing
for a
through them
ride
all.
on my lunch break.
While
But
I've got
isn't that
nothing
still a
specific
way
to look
off?
for,
So
I'll leave
what
them
is
there.
going on with Fork Truck Pete and that
A
sister,
stand
what's her
displaying-
face?
Not the sister.
Okay.
That's Matt's cousin, that's who.
I thought
Coffee
she was...
mugs, little lighthouses, badges,
Mm.
life belts with Biddeford stamped on them,
And then I
plastic
said
house
to him,
numbers,
Jason, I
porcelain
need a new
lobsters,
car, urgently.
plastic lobsters,
Oh, yeah.
wooden
And then?
lobsters,
What can I say?
metal
It's parked
lobsters.
right outside.
What more could the
You can't be
poorest heart
serious.
yearn for?
Sure, I'm being serious.
We have here at least a
Convertible,
lot
totally
more
cute.
things
Girl, you're just gonna have to show me later.
to interact.
Oh yes,
The
there's
first Black
no
Mirror
way
was
I'm
really
not
short.
going to
There
do
was
that.
not so many possibilities. Here they put a lot of content in it. You can click everything. It will take a long time.
And in this weather.
I think I'd rather
You
my hand
lying.
fell off
And what did he
before I
do?
took any of those
Well,
with me.
he just left her sitting there.
Ha.
You think?
Well,
Just
she
grab
didn't
something and
deserve
go
anything
out, and
better.
since the lady will.
But that's not all.
You joking. There's more?
Yeah.
Since the
now
lady will
get
should
this.
say something.
Fork Truck Pete just can't afford that kind of thing.
Those are banners
Hey,
and
it's
flags.
me, okay? And I'm telling
Some
you.
very stylish.
She saw him
Some
herself.
completely
But
not.
surely it doesn't look
I reckon the
as
big ones
cute
must be for
as my new
yachts.
convertible.
The main
Well,
state
hardly.
flag always looks more
Talking
like a
of which,
beer company
weren't we
logo
going to
me.
go for a little ride?
At least they've got an
Yeah,
elk
I'm
and a
about
tree
to
in
have my
there.
lunch break.
That's
Ah,
nice.
yeah.
So what have we got here? New Hampshire, Canada,
And what did your Jason
something
say to
or
that?
other I don't
Brunswick or
He
recognize.
doesn't know a
Quebec.
New
thing about
Brunswick,
it yet.
and of
What?
course the obligatory
you go,
stars and
girl.
stripes in
Now
every
don't you go
imaginable.
telling anyone, okay?
No thanks.
Girl,
I don't
of
have a
course I
boat.
won't. What are
And
you
if I
thinking
did,
of?
I'd be
You're
sailing
a
under the skull
darling
and
Rosie.
crossbones.
What was
Or
that
maybe
story
a
again
Popeye
with your new
flag.
car?
Something a little cooler than these.
Where is it then?
It's parked right outside the shop.
Ooh, then
There's
we
a
can go
few
for a ride
papers
on my
here.
lunch break.
Some
But
sort
isn't
of
that still a
forms
way
and
off?
So what is going on with Fork Truck
I
Pete
would
and that
imagine that
sister,
the enchanting
what's her
Rosie
face?
might possibly
Not
have
the
some
sister.
objection to
That's
my
Matt's
palming
cousin,
a blank
that's who.
collection.
I
There's
thought
a
she
few
was...
papers here. I would imagine that the
And then I said to him, Jason, I need a new car, urgently.
hello?
Of course. Just as soon as I'm through with this customer.
And that...
Well, really.
I'll serve the lady for as long as I see fit. We spell service with a capital S in this store.
Yeah, I can see that.
Ugh, the young kids today.
Always.
Egg.
I'm
Now,
always
perhaps
having
away.
fights
Mrs.
with them.
Superficial is
Bad
familiar with
parents,
angles.
that's what it is.
Or maybe she's a
tell
Nirvana
me,
fan.
What's happening
Really,
with your new
what the hell
car
can I
again?
talk to her
A
about?
convertible.
Maybe a
So
realtor.
cute. In
Or she's a
beautiful
homemaker,
red,
first and
all
foremost.
the best upholstery and
Now,
everything.
perhaps Mrs.
Oh, you earned it.
Oh, you.
Now let's go.
Where is it then?
It's parked right outside the shop.
Okay, the lady is gone.
That car belongs to the world record talking lady from the shop. That could be useful. That car belongs to the world record talk.
Maybe to have alarm. Kick it a bit. Maybe the alarm is going off.
Oh my god!
Hello? Is it something like my turn now? Please, don't let me rush you.
What do you want?
I'm supposed to collect something for Fuller. From the photo studio?
Collection note?
Yeah, please.
This is the one, right here. Have you still got another note? There's another package for Fuller here.
Afraid not. Can I take it anyway?
I might turn a blind eye for nice customers.
So you're not gonna give it to me then?
Hell no!
What a grumpy lady.
Hey, Rosie. Hard at work, I see.
What do you want?
Let's talk a bit. Who's Angelina?
There's a really pretty young lady I've seen walking around here. Do you know her?
You had a real good look at her, didn't you?
Do
Uh-huh.
you know her?
Well, I wouldn't say no. She came in here and asked about a photo studio, so I sent her up to Fuller's. She interrupted a conversation I was having with a friend. Can you believe that?
Unbelievable.
No way. I don't believe it. Hey, Rosie. Did you know Carrie, Jason's first wife?
Of course I knew her. I know everyone in Biddeford. At the end of the day,
Such
this
kind
is
of
the
people.
only post office.
And what was she like?
What's that got to do with you?
I just wanted to chat a little.
Well, we never spoke too much. She was always so quiet. No comparison with Juliet. At least with her, you can have a decent conversation. Jason's so lucky he got her now. That really wasn't a life for a guy like Jason. With someone like that dragging him down, now, at least he's got a life.
Ah, so lucky.
Just between you and me, one shouldn't speak ill of the dead. But that Carrie, she was always a little strange.
Uh-huh.
Really friendly. Person, how it looks like.
What brings someone like her, or maybe even you, here to Biddeford?
Someone like me. You mean a fat woman in a state full of fitness freaks. You're one charming kind of guy, aren't you?
No. I meant, why would someone as unfriendly as you work in a town tourist shop of all places?
Come on,
Well,
don't be so
you ain't exactly a picture of politeness yourself.
bad.
But I
You've been
don't work
told
in a
polite to
tourist
her.
shop either.
Okay, look. I grew up in New Jersey. My father didn't think the neighborhood was good for me or my brothers and sisters. So he got himself a job in a paper mill and dragged us all up here. Satisfied with that?
And you just weren't able to get yourself a job in construction or driving a truck?
Look, you shouldn't go trying to take on someone like me. You're punching way above your weight, son.
Huh, I can't deny that. Is there maybe a package for me there, Darren Michaels?
Really? Wait.
The lovely Rosie hasn't noticed, and I'm now the proud owner of a
Nope,
blank
nothing
collection
there.
note. A blank collection note for a package. If I fill it out, I could pick up a package from the tourist shop.
No, I need a pen. Say something. Okay. Let's see where I can go. Go. For this place now. Okay, let's try to go to the diner.
A well-sealed package. Not very heavy. I can hear a light tinkling, as though there were glass bottles or something inside. I can't open the package. I might as well spit in Fuller's face. The result would be the same. But if I had the choice, I'd take the spitting option.
Okay. Where's Lady Gun from here? She jumped in the water.
broken away from the railings.
Okay.
It's pretty heavy. Back there is where the harbor ends and the natural shoreline begins. Just miles and miles dotted with lone houses. Often guest houses and hotels with views over the ocean. Back there is where the harbor ends and the natural shoreline begins. Back there is where the harbor...
Yeah. The beach. Yeah, why not? Let's go.
Back there is where the harbor ends and the natural shoreline begins. Back
Yeah.
there...
We don't want to live here.
A life belt. Years ago, there were pirates around here who used to lure ships under the rocks. They used to light false beacons, and once the ships had run aground on the rocks, they'd row out and rescue the cargo.
Choose an arrow, the inventory, the situation, choose pieces of beginning or the end of the objects. Okay. People going around, statue, police station.
What a flashy thing that is. Probably some tourist's cool ride. Europeans in particular confuse New England with California and think they should be driving around in convertibles, Mustangs. Most of the year, an open-top car is a bad idea around here. With that kind of weather, Biddeford should make the raincoat a national uniform.
So badly. Yeah, okay, let's go to the diner.
A
Right
letter
here.
from Fuller. I'm supposed to give it to Mrs. Biber in the diner. She works behind the counter there.
Okay.
It's got Mrs. Biber scribbled on the envelope. The letter's sealed and I can't open it unnoticed. And I shouldn't do it either. I'm not looking for trouble.
Okay. Let's go in the diner. Look around. Biber's Diner. Hamburgers, fries, malts.
How nice. That's stinking garbage, and I have no particular interest in it.
Come on.
Oh, not a particularly pleasant smell. It's a trash can from the diner. There were plenty of leftovers in there. How nice. I haven't seen such an old bubblegum machine. Belongs to the diner. They do that whole nostalgia thing in there too.
Like when the music is too loud, sometimes you don't hear him talking. You have problems to understand him. That's a bit weird.
No thanks.
Why you don't want some bubblegum, Darren?
The diner's run by Mr. and Mrs. Biber. It's not a bad joint. It's done up like a 1950s diner. Yeah, well, at least how we imagine the 50s were. Burgers, fries, and drinks. What more could you need?
Yeah, just down the street.
Thanks a lot.
Hey, come back, man.
Some people.
So, Mr.
A
Doctor?
man in a white lab coat. In his 40s, I'd say. Could be a doctor. A man in a white lab coat. A man in a white lab coat.
Yeah, talk with him. Exit door, people, jukebox, junk box.
That's Mrs. Biber, I think. As far as I can understand it, she runs this place with a husband.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
I'll be right there. What can I get you, my boy?
Actually, I'm here to give you something. It's from Fuller in the photo store.
Psst. Hey, come over here.
Ooh.
I can guess what this is about. The dirty old swine. I should have known. Vermin ain't so easy to get rid of. Tell him
You
What?
better tell him yourself. Whatever it is, you...
Claire! You gonna talk all day? The customers are waiting!
get out of here and tell your boss he can go to hell.
Oh, friendly, but proved it now that everyone lost him so much in this town.
Jeez. What the hell was that all about then? Huh. She sure didn't seem to be a fan of Fuller's. I got that much. And the guy in the kitchen, he sure wasn't supposed to see that she had mail.
Okay. I just do my task and don't look around.
That's a postcard of Biddeford. But I can't just go off across the town right now. I've still got things to do here.
I have. What? Click the package. I see it finished here.
Hello? Young man! You're Darren Michaels, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Why are you asking?
Yes, and you are?
Oh, excuse me. My name is Newhouse. I'm a doctor at the health center.
At the health center? You mean at the hospital out there?
Well, yes. We call it the Biddeford Health Center. We aren't just a hospital. We have yoga courses and cookery courses and...
And what do you want from me?
Yes. I know your mother, Darren. We had a date here this morning, to be more precise. Me and her. We wanted to hang up some pictures your mother painted in the health center.
Yes, and...
She's not there. She's always punctual, isn't she? This kind of thing never happens.
Look, I don't have a lot of time right now. I'll give her a call, okay? As soon as I'm back in the store. Maybe she's forgotten about your little meeting, Doc.
If you say so, but actually...
I gotta go. I'll call Mom later and tell her that you're waiting for her in the health center. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Okay. A new task. Try to reach our mom. Say to her, ask what is going on there. Cool. Okay, about the appointment is a center guy. It's not like here to miss an appointment. That's good. So, let's go back to Fuller.
He's sick. That disgusting pig.
What's going on?
Your lovely boss. Does he always try to grope his customers?
No, only the women.
That's not funny.
No, of course not.
Such a pig.
What can I say? Fuller's an asshole.
Well, he's never going to see me again. Darren, would you bring the photos to the hotel for me?
Of course. My pleasure.
Thanks, Darren. That's really nice of you. I'm staying at the Wild Coast, room number 5.
No problem.
Number 5.
You'll have him this afternoon.
Okay.
Thanks, my hero.
Ooh.
See you later.
Who's this guy?
Huh. That's the guy from the diner. Is he following Angelina?
Hey, you're gonna gawk her ass right off. Whatever the bitch said, it's all a dirty pack of lies.
Okay, boss.
Sure.
I trust you.
Back to work. Hey, you got the package?
Yep.
Well then, Give it to me.
How'd the photo shoot go?
Ah, shut up.
I only mean the young lady who...
That alley cat's gone, okay? No little goodbye kissy for little Darren. So now, get to work. The shelves here could use with a dusting and the gunner's leaky. And you still gotta take my mama's dogs for a walk. Go back to the post office again and ask if the new photo paper's already arrived. The mailman still hasn't brought a collection note. And the store could also do with a good sweeping.
He's cranky. I guess Angelina did a number on his ego. Nice job. Okay then. But before I start with all that stuff, I'd better give Mom a quick call and remind her she was gonna take the pictures to the hospital. And somehow I've got to get a hold of the film so I can make some prints of Angelina's pictures without Fuller catching me doing it. These photo mounts are made of a kind of pressed card. You can stick photos into them to make them easier to hang. The drawback is that they can get easily dusty. I don't need any of them. It's rare that I even hang any of my pictures.
So, let's see my task. Photo what's I've developed. Come on. Okay.
Fuller's camera. The film with Angelina's photos on it is definitely still in it. But I haven't a clue how I'm gonna get the film out of it without Fuller noticing. Oh, I'll just have to try later.
Okay, save microwave, refrigerator, world map. Oh yeah, some pens.
A used up, chewed up ballpoint pen.
Take it.
He definitely doesn't need it anymore. And if he does, well, even better.
That's not fine. That's really not fine, Darren. You're a good boss. How you can say such things?
Good. I filled it out. One package for Fuller at his address. I hope that does it.
Okay. Let's give Mom a call. Let's see what she thinks. This is.
Huh. Seems like she's on the phone.
What the hell are you doing using my phone? While you're on the clock? I'm gonna take it out of your...
Yeah, whatever. Look, I just wanted to call my mother, but it was busy. It's not gonna make you go bust.
That broad spends the whole day on the phone, right? She already called up once while I was shooting that sweep. Some drivel about Adrian and a mirror. I hung up. I got better things to do than listen to that kind of crap.
My mother called, and you didn't tell me?
The old lady's not all there in the head anymore, huh?
Hey, US.
Where you going? You're not on your own time yet.
Mom? Mom!
Oh, God.
Mom! Mom, can you hear me? Mom! Nothing. But she's still breathing. Her heart's beating. She's alive. Okay, think, Darren. I need an ambulance. Emergency? Yes. My name is Darren Michaels. I've just found my mother. She's unconscious.
Take it to the hospital, but take it real easy. I'll be following in my car in a minute.
This was quick,
How
5
does it look?
minutes.
Difficult to say, Darren.
In a small town.
She must have stumbled, and now she's got a serious head injury. Exactly how bad it is, we can only find that out in the hospital.
But how can she fall so badly that she...
It's not the time for that now. Was your mother taking any kind of medication?
No idea.
I don't know. She always has a load of painkillers for her back. No idea.
Please, collect anything that looks like medication and bring it back to me in the hospital.
Okay,
What
boss.
about allergies?
Doctor.
Not that I know about.
That's not good enough. Could you find out the family doctor's number? Perhaps get a hold of her medical records.
Yeah, I'll go look. I'll see you in the hospital.
Very good. Oh, yeah. And we need your mother's insurance card.
Yes.
That too?
I take care about it.
Okay, please, can you hurry? Oh man. Medication, insurance card, med history. I better hurry.
Bedroom. I think this is a place where you put all this stuff. Yeah.
I think the furniture's still from her time in England. Quite old-fashioned, but stylish somehow.
Who's bringing?
Got here. Handkerchiefs, a glasses case, an art magazine, a few Valerian draggies. Nothing I could use.
Yeah, but brings furniture from England to America.
My mother's address book. I ought to find her doctor's number in there.
Okay, commode, bed. Let's see. Small table.
Mom likes
Sarah.
thrillers and horror stories. Mainly old stuff. Edgar Allan Poe and the like. Perhaps it has something to do with her time in England. She's often told me that she worked in a castle. That could well have come straight out of one of these books.
Mm-hmm. Okay. This looking so.
Let's see. It won't open. It's got a leather strap running from the back to the front cover, and there's a lock on it too. I need a key.
Eat. Where you find
We've
a key?
already just had a few days of warm, sunny weather back to back. It's supposed to get worse tomorrow. A plant on the windowsill. No idea what kind it is.
Check it out. Maybe see there's a key hidden under it.
Looks like there's something under the flower pot.
Here it is.
It's a little brass key. Yes, and that's got the address book open. Now then, what was that doctor called? Dr. Wakefield. That's him. And here's his number. I just hope he's still got my mother's old medical records.
Okay.
It's a beautiful lamp. Pity it doesn't work. Perhaps
Why
the
not?
bulb's gone.
Okay.
My mother's old bureau. That's where she keeps her letters and financial papers and such. I don't fancy poking around in there just now. She always had her insurance card on her and didn't lock it away. It's gotta be somewhere else. My mother's old bureau. She always had her insurance. My mother's old, she always had a...
Okay. So I think we finish here and we... Bathroom.
Mom's bathroom. Like her old place, nothing special. We weren't poor, but my mother was always modest. And by the looks of it, so is this place.
Let's look for some medication. Here's an old lighthouse tower. Out of the first game.
An old lighthouse. Underneath's a sign with Willow Creek written on it. Perhaps it's from the place in England where she lived. She first came to the US in her early 30s, after the accident.
Kind of accident. Ooh. How I get back? Nope. Here's the medications. Let's see if there's something.
Aha, some medicines. Boxes, little bottles, tubes. I'll take it all with me. Even though that's quite a lot of drugs, I don't think it's everything. There must be more of her medication around here. Toothpaste, face cream, no other medication.
Okay. Yeah, shower.
I had a shower here this morning, and Mom laid on a huge breakfast. I ate some of it, for her sake. Huh. Back at uni, I usually don't eat anything in the morning. I had a shower here this morning. I ate some of it.
Okay.
I had a shower. I ate some of it.
Okay. Let's start. Continue with the kitchen. Maybe we find something here.
Oh my god. There really is running water here. I never would have thought it.
Amazing.
My mother keeps up
Okay.
pots and pans and that kind of stuff in these cupboards.
Something else.
A few pots, a shallow bowl, plates, a tray. I'll take the bowl.
Okay.
That's where Mom indulged herself. We had an ancient wood-burning stove at home that she used to cook on. She always said it reminded her of her time as a cook back in England. That's where Mom indulged
Okay.
herself. We had an ancient wood-burning stove at home.
Empty tea kettle. Just collect everything. Something else here. No, it's
Mom's
so
handbag.
maybe
All her papers must be in there.
how it looks like. Was she a servant in Black Mirror Castle? And she was coming here.
Alright, I found the insurance card. There's nothing else of interest in there. And I can earn my own money. It looks
See
like
something?
Mom was having a cup of tea while reading, before she fell over. That's Mom's medicine dispenser. There's a box for every day of the week. She always used to joke about it. She said that because of her back, she consumed more pills a day than a whole old folks' home. But she never took as much as she was actually prescribed. She always maintained that she'd just forgotten to. The old home doctor then gave her the dispenser at some point. I always found it rather stupid not to take your medicine, preferring to suffer in agony. That's Mom's medicine dispenser. There's a box. She always used to, but she never. I always found it rather stupid.
So take it for the doctor. I see. Okay.
Okay, This medication and the stuff from the bathroom should be enough. So, that's everything done. The cup is still half full. Why did she stand up and go over there? Maybe the phone rang? Maybe
Or
she got
maybe,
some bad news and fainted. Huh. That doesn't seem like her at all.
who knows, maybe the weird guy was coming. Was
Mom's into music. That's one thing we have in
following
common. Though
this
our
woman
tastes are
on
a
the
little
street.
diverse. Mom's Beethoven doesn't mix that well with Nirvana or Pearl Jam.
Who the hell is Pearl Jam?
Mom's
I
into
never heard
music.
of this band.
That's one thing we have in common. Though, when I was a kid, we used to always argue about how long I was allowed to watch TV. I used to be able to sit in front of that thing for hours. Now you couldn't get wild horses to drag me in front of one. I can count myself lucky the damn thing didn't completely frazzle my brain.
Okay, here.
There are pictures of me and Mom in the cabinet. I can't see any pictures of my father here. Mom hasn't got many of him. I guess the memory of his death is too painful for her.
Who knows, maybe he's the son of Samuel Gordon. And so all the curse and everything begin from again, and he's going there. Who knows how the story will lead
When
us.
I was a child, I always wanted to know who my father was. Mom told me about him and finally showed me some pictures. That was the only time I've ever seen pictures of him.
Okay. Telescope.
Mom watched whales with this telescope. This is a whale region. The whales swim past here twice a year on their route between Mexico and Canada. A nice one. Quite classical. And it looks quite expensive for Mom's tastes. You can swivel the telescope on the tripod, and hey, there's a compass attached to the top to show the direction you're looking.
Okay, let's look here around. Maybe we find. Oh, we want to call the doctor. Yeah, come on. Let's call the doctor. Maybe he knows something.
Hopefully the number's still okay. Dr. Wakefield, 555.
Dr. Wakefield's practice?
Ah,
My name's
good.
Darren Michaels. I have to speak to the doctor. It's an emergency.
One moment, please.
Dr. Wakefield speaking.
Hello, Dr. Wakefield. This is Darren Michaels.
Darren, is there something wrong with your mother? Mandy said...
Yes, she's been taken to the hospital. She's fallen over and taken a knock to the head. She's not responsive.
My God.
The hospital needs her medical history. Do you still have it?
Yes, we must still have it here.
Can you fax it over to the hospital?
Yes, of course. Hopefully nothing's happened to her back.
Wouldn't the support corset protect her?
Not necessarily. The corset supports her spine when she's standing up or sitting, but her back has been so badly affected since the accident that a fall can have repercussions.
I don't think I want to know. I'll just go down to the hospital and find out there.
Do that. I'll have the records sent to Biddeford. I hope your mother gets well soon.
Yeah, me too.
Give her my best wishes as soon as she's awake.
Okay,
I'll
this
do
time we
that.
find out
See you
what's
later, Doc.
happened back in the time in England.
Well, that's done. Dr. Wakefield has always cared well for Mom. With that back of hers, she could barely stand, sit, or lie down without causing her pain. And then she has the burns as well. And now this.
Okay.
That's a
Okay.
postcard of Biddeford, but I can't just go off across the town. I'll just get dressed and then go straight to the hospital. I hope she's alright.
He's not dressed enough. Okay. Ah, here's the hospital. Yes, I want to override it. I want to see my mom.
Hello, I'd like to see my mom, Rebecca Michaels.
One moment. Your mother is still being examined. Have you got the medication with you?
Yes.
Yes, here. Oh, and I've also got the insurance stuff. When can I...
Ah, thank you, thank you. I will tell Dr. Newhouse. Please take a seat for a moment. I will let you know when you can go in and see your mother.
Okay. I need to wait. So traumatic.
Excuse me, Mr. Michaels?
Finally. The waiting is over.
Yes?
There is a problem with your mother's insurance card. It looks like she didn't make the last payment.
I don't know anything about that, and I really don't give a damn.
Obviously, it's a little unpleasant, but the insurance...
Look, I don't give a damn about the insurance. What's happening with my mom? How long is this thing gonna take?
I'm sure you'll be able to see her soon. But if we can't clear up this thing with the insurance, then we've got a problem here. You'll have to...
Ring, ring. What's now?
Okay, Doctor. You can see your mother now. The room at the end on the right.
Thank you.
Mr. Michaels? I can't help it if your mother hasn't paid, or if the bank hasn't made the transfer, or if the medical insurance won't cover the treatment. Here, take the card with you and sort it out. In the end, your mother will be back on her feet, but she won't have a roof over her head anymore.
Such an amazing health system in the US.
Thanks. How is she?
Not good, I'm afraid. The wounds to her head are quite severe. She must have fallen against the table with all her weight behind her.
Is she going to...
One should never give up hope. But your mother's in a coma, Darren. I'm sorry, but it's rather uncommon for someone to wake from a deep coma. Perhaps if she'd been discovered earlier, then there wouldn't have been so much bleeding in her skull.
You're saying that if I'd gone to her straight after our talk, then she wouldn't be here now, lying in a coma?
But my boy, you couldn't possibly have known.
Yeah, how could I have known? Fuller.
This was his problem.
Fuller! She phoned the photo store. She wanted to speak to me, and Fuller just hung up on her.
That's still not his fault.
No, that's completely...
She was conscious and wanted help, but Fuller...
Darren, get a grip. It was an accident. No one's to blame, and you should just...
Just what? Simply sit here at the bedside and hope that she gets better? I can't barely believe that.
Darren!
He's a grumpy guy.
Thanks for your help.
He's completely normal, calling Fuller.
We'll look after your mother round the clock, Darren.
Try to reach
Welcome
you.
to stay here.
No, he's blaming Fuller for all of
I'll
that.
pop in again later.
Yeah, okay. Let's see how this...
Here. I still have things to sort out. That fat bastard's gonna pay for this.
Fuller, how dare you?
seems to... She looks so weak. My mom always had a fighting spirit, and all this just because she tripped. Probably rushing around again, doing someone or other a favor. And then that stupid cupboard. Oh, I can Fuller. If he even... I'm gonna squeeze him dry for this.
Okay.
The mirror! Don't go through the mirror.
Mom? Mom, are you awake? Did I just imagine that? No, I couldn't have. My wrist still hurts. She must have been terribly afraid of something. But what did she mean?
It's a mirror.
Seems to... And all this just... And Fuller. There's a stethoscope. Presumably someone from the clinic forgot it when washing their hands. Doc Newhouse has definitely still got his.
So
I'll take it with me. They ought to be able to rustle up another one here.
just stealing everything. It's always amazing. Okay.
Typical hospital chic.
We are here in a point-and-click adventure, so let's see if we can steal something.
There's a little medicine bottle lying here. Perhaps it belonged to the patient who was here before my mother. Laxativa. A powerful laxative. Huh. Sounds useful.
Nice. Fuller Ort.
The monitor shows my mother's vital signs. Pulse, breathing, etc. No idea if the values are positive. The monitor shows my mother.
What's that?
That doesn't belong to my mom. Maybe it's from the person who was in here before her. I guess I should have packed a case like that for my mother, too.
Okay.
No, I
this
can't
way.
tell you that. You can talk to her son if you like. He's just... There he is.
Hey!
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 Who are you?
What the hell?
Who is this?
A nurse. And perhaps an administrator as well. They could well be one and the same nowadays. The way things look, it seems that healing the patients is a kind of secondary activity. Hi.
Hello, Mr. Michaels. What can I do for you?
What do you think? You reckon my mom's gonna be okay?
Oh, you never can know. But for sure, there are people who come out of comas after much worse accidents than your mother's.
And folks who die from much less serious accidents.
Mm-hmm.
You mustn't give up hope. Pray for your mother.
Statistically speaking, that has no effect whatsoever. I'll save my time.
Ah, Darren. Don't be so negative. Who's a stranger?
What did that guy want?
He was asking about your mother.
What did he want to know?
He wanted to know if
If she made it?
Yes. But I told him we're not allowed to give out patient information. He ought to speak to you.
I don't know the guy, but he's gone out of his way to avoid me twice already. You know who he is?
I'm sorry, no. But he's got an accent. I think he's British. But with something else, too.
Listen, I don't want that guy anywhere near my mother. You understand?
Of course.
This Dr. Newhouse, what's he like?
Oh, he's very charming. A really nice guy. He isn't from around here. He came to Biddeford a couple of years back. But he's really settled and got on well, and...
Yeah, nice story. I wanted to know if he was a competent doctor.
Oh, yes, of course. He used to run a huge hospital in Atlanta. He's apparently rather overqualified to be working in a little place like Biddeford. But I think he enjoys the small town life. Your
Who
mother
knows
is
why
in
he
good
comes here?
hands.
Are you from around here?
You could say that. I grew up here.
Then you
Okay.
surely must be able to tell me some exciting stories about the place.
Ah, well, not really all that much happens here. You know, a young woman killed herself a couple of years back. She jumped into the ocean, and they had to call in extra divers to help search for her. They didn't save her, though. They never even found the body. But
Oh
apart
no.
from that, there's never really much happening here.
You mean Carrie? Did you know her?
Yes, we used to go to aerobics together.
Any idea why she killed herself?
We'd all like to know the answer to that one. She was always so happy. We used to have lots of laughs together. But then, she changed. She also stopped coming to the sports events, and I lost touch with her.
Okay.
I had no idea she was having such a hard time with herself.
Thanks for the info. About all this insurance garbage.
Best to have a look through your mother's bank transfers. If she's transferred the money, then it's up to the bank and the insurance company to slug it out between themselves. You can simply drop it by with the certificate if you like. Then I'll see to it.
Mm-hmm. Thanks.
Okay.
About all this insurance
Best
garbage.
you can simply drop it by.
Okay.
Thanks very much for the information.
No problem.
Yeah, wait. Who else gotta pay? Life insurance, general health insurance. Okay. Insurance, insurance, pajamas. You bring for those pictures. Okay. Okay, now we want to.
There
Let us
seem to be
see.
dozens of cameras in this building.
Maybe we find
Perhaps
something.
they should film the screens, just to make sure everything's being filmed. A gray door with a frosted glass window. The sign over there says pathology.
Come on, we as known Black Mirror players, we like to go there.
I'm not particularly.
Okay, okay, let's look around, maybe find something. Fullest backyard.
An ancient, rickety tool shed. This is where Fuller keeps the junk that he doesn't just throw somewhere in the yard. So, not much. There's also a reel of fishing line. A length of tow rope, a bit more than 2 yards long, and in great condition.
Just take it.
Ropes are always good. If somebody told me the old fat pig dumped poisonous waste, then I'd completely believe it. I don't understand why Fuller doesn't just get this stuff picked up. What does he want to keep it for?
No idea.
That's the cage for Fuller's mother's dog. But the dog is usually in the house. At least, I've never seen it here in the cage. The water bowl is completely dry. Perhaps I can still use it.
Just completely collect every garbage that I find.
A completely rusted bucket with big holes in the bottom of it. The handle's busted off. I'm gonna leave the bucket there. There really isn't much more I can do with it. That's Fuller's office window. He's not in there. The window's barred. The bars seem pretty strong and are bricked into the wall. The window's barred. A solid iron grill. It's across the light shaft that leads up from the basement. The grill is very heavy and rusted into the concrete. It's gonna take a lot of force to open it. Why should I do that to myself?
To use it like that?
No chance. I somehow need to generate more force to lift the grill.
Okay.
I wouldn't know how that would get me any further right now.
What, it doesn't work? Can connect it. Just go in the front door and then...
Whoa, that can't be right. It's the guy from the hospital with Fuller. Who is that guy? And what's he got to do with Fuller? I ought to listen in. I can still give Fuller a talking to afterwards.
Okay.
Damn, the door is locked. There's a little hook that's keeping the door locked. I've got to reach it somehow.
Okay, let's try this.
The bar's too thick. I won't be able to work the iron bar between the door and the frame. What's more, I wouldn't want to damage the door.
Okay, so what else we can use? Pen?
A cheap ballpoint pen.
Okay.
I could reach the basement through the light well. But removing the grill would make too much noise. And apart from that, I'd never get up the creaky basement staircase quietly. I've got to find another way.
Yeah, here's a window open.
The window is directly above the door. Perhaps I can somehow unhook the lock through the window.
Okay, let's...
I can't go off around town now. I've got to find a way into the house so I can eavesdrop on those two. The best chance I have to do that is here. There's also a reel of fishing line.
So where's the fishing line?
A reel of fishing line. There seems to be a little still on it. Only the line, I'm afraid. No hook.
I believe we can
Fuller hung out the laundry yesterday
connect things
for him
together.
and his mother. I just found it somewhat surprising that a fat ass like him does the laundry for his mother.
Oh, no.
Alarming, even. The man is way past 40 and gets bossed around by his mother.
Yeah, he should move out. This is age. Okay, but when we connect these two things, maybe we can open the door.
Not exactly a fishing rod, but maybe I can catch something else with it.
Okay, let's try.
That should work. I've just got to be really quiet. If the handle hits against the door, they're both sure to hear it.
Not too silly. I'm sorry.
Done it.
Yeah, nice, we can get in.
Didn't notice anything. The door is open again. I can go in. I just hope it doesn't squeak.
Yeah, Angelina. That might have been it. I wrote down the surname as well. For another $10, I might even remember where I put the note.
Not necessary. I know her surname. And your assistant, what about him?
What assist? Oh, you mean Darren? That's my errand boy. He works here in the semester holidays.
A good errand boy is worth a lot. What do you know about him?
Why are you interested in him? You want to poach him from me? No problemo. For $100, I'll even write his notice straight away. What the hell? We'll say 50.
Not interested. Do you know him well?
What's with all the questions? His mother came in and asked if he could work here for a few weeks. He's a pussy! One of the eternally afflicted. Oh, I feel so bad, and the world is so unfair, and it all makes no sense. Boo-hoo.
So you don't know him?
And I've got no
That was close. They're both heading for the exit, and I'm none the wiser. Who is this guy following, then? Me? Or Angelina? And
Both
why?
of you.
I'm gonna ask Angelina about the man. She's British, and that guy's got a British accent. You never know, perhaps she knows him. But first, I've got unfinished business with Fuller.
Okay.
No chance. I somehow need to generate more
force. Okay. Who knows?
I wouldn't know how that would get me any further. I wouldn't know how that would...
Okay. Who's that? Yeah. Rosie, let's talk together. What do you know about?
Hey, Rosie.
Do you seen this
Hard
guy?
at work, I see.
What do you want?
You know the Bibers?
From the diner? Sure I do.
What can you tell me about them?
I don't gossip, but her marriage ain't
really.
exactly the best.
Really?
Yeah, she's apparently very nice. A little jaded and stressed out. Can't ever forget her work. But him? He's an asshole. Been boozing for 2 or 3 years and is a bit free with his fists.
Why doesn't she leave him then?
Huh. No idea. She's real dependent on him. The diner belongs to the both of them. And besides, where would she go? Nobody would take her.
Mm-hmm.
Does Fuller often get packages delivered here?
Yeah, a few times a month.
Why doesn't he have the packages delivered to his store?
He does, but when he's not there, the mailman delivers them here and then Fuller picks them up for himself.
Do you know what was inside the package that I picked up a little while back?
How should I?
Huh.
Okay.
What
Is it
can you
doctor?
tell me about Dr. Newhouse?
The Newhouses? Well, they came here a few years back. He was a big cheese in Boston. Miss Newhouse has brought a good bit of style to this little town. I know her. My girlfriend Betty is her best friend.
Really? She gossips as much, too?
We don't gossip, okay? You really want to know all this stuff?
Not at all. So,
I wanted to pick up Fuller's package with the photo paper.
No, please. I can't accept that.
Why not?
It's not signed.
Fuller has to sign the note?
Stupid. The mailman, of course. Fuller should ask him tomorrow morning. He probably just forgot when he was posting the note through Fuller's door.
It's not possible for me to wait till tomorrow.
we can sign it by ourselves, huh?
Thanks.
Yeah.
And now let's go again. What are our tasks? Health insurance. Photo paper, the film insurance. No, okay. Yes. Let's go to mom's house.
There's no choice. I can't believe I've got to scrabble around in my mother's private things so the damn insurance company doesn't let her die. I mean, what are they gonna do if I can't find any proof that my mother transferred that money? Throw her out of the door in her bed? Alright, come on, Darren.
Oh god. The puzzle it's part of the game, and we like that. Okay. This is not the church from the first game. No, good. But it's the right side. Great. Okay. Uh-huh. No, wait. This goes there. It's first and that. Okay, this was an assessment. It's fitting together, I don't know. This first and that. Mm-hmm. Na gut. More of the secrets, more and more. Okay.
A packet of cigarettes. Is Mom a secret smoker?
Maybe.
Oh, there's just playing cards in it. I'd have been surprised.
Okay.
Pencils. Run-of-the-mill pencils. I'll leave that here. You always need a sharpener for pencils, and I can't see...
I'll sign it.
Huh. A little wooden box. I've never... Ah, there's Mom's transfer book. That's what I was looking for. I'll take both.
Mm-hmm.
The little wooden box I found in my mother's bedroom. It's quite hefty, seems to be solid wood.
Okay.
It won't open. There are some kind of symbols on the lid, but I can't even begin to work out what they are.
Okay.
I don't know about all this kind of stuff. Let's see. Huh. I reckon that these are my mom's account transactions. This is the rent, and here's 18 bucks, 45 to the phone company. Aha, and here's the transfer to the insurance company. That's from last month, so she has paid. Those guys need to kick up the butt. What's this? A letter? Dear Rebecca, I have received your letter and am pleased that you're well. Of course, I will furthermore send you the full amount. Your suggestion is well intended, and I wouldn't have expected anything else from you. But there's absolutely no question about your receiving any less, even if he has now left home. You have done a wonderful job, and it's now time that you did something for yourself. Enjoy your life in Maine. With love, C.
Who, C? Okay.
Strange. The full amount. Even if he's out of the house now? What's that all about? Here's my mom receiving a fat payment from... a $1,500 transfer from a bank in England. BCW Bank. Willow Creek Branch. Willow Creek? That name's familiar. Mom used to live in England, but was it in this Willow Creek? And who is the C character? And why is he sending her money? Here it is again. And there! She seems to get the same amount every month. Seems to be practically her only source of income. I don't get it. She always told me she got a monthly injury compensation payment from insurance of the guy who caused the crash, which also killed my father. I definitely wasn't supposed to see that. Suppose it didn't really matter to me either. It's just that... It's just not like my mother to keep secrets from me. I'll ask her why she's lied to me as soon as she gets better.
Okay, yeah, well, I don't know where's the problem. She was saying that she is getting some money from some
The little wooden box I found in my mother's
accident.
bedroom. It's quite hefty, seems to be solid wood. It won't open. There are some kind of symbols on the lid.
Okay. I think here we are finished, and now we can go back. Yes.
I've got absolutely no idea what the mail, and Rosie in the tourist shop will know it for sure. There'll be a dozen or so collection notes passing through her hands every day. All of them with...
Okay. If we can find a postman somewhere in the diner, it would be good. Check in the diner.
How nice. That's stinking garbage. Ugh. Ugh. A guy in a uniform. Seems to be a security guard. Someone who guards over other people's money for money. The pinnacle of our society. Psst. Mrs. Biber.
Nice music, sir.
Yes, what can I get you?
Can you tell me anything about Carrie? She's supposed to have killed herself?
Yeah, Carrie. She was a really sweet girl. Always ready to help, always friendly. She wanted to open a kindergarten here. There's not
There was
much
a
in the way
story
of
of her
childcare around here.
in this game.
Parents have to take their kids for miles to find a place. She was such a lovely girl. She still had her whole life in front of her.
I saw a photo of her in Fuller's shop window. She was really pretty.
If I'd only known. The poor thing.
How do you mean?
It's not important. Too late anyway.
Has the mailman been here?
Yep. Puck was here taking his lunch break. But that's already some while back.
Where could he be now? I really need to speak to him.
I'm guessing he's probably in the health center.
Good.
All right. What is it?
I was just asking, what Fuller...
Listen, I ain't got the time, nor do I want to talk about that scumball. Bug off.
Hey.
Psst.
Come here again.
Mrs. Biber.
What's this letter? Tell me. Secret between us. Hmm?
Yes, what can I get you?
I'm only the messenger. I've got no idea what's going on here. I can't stand Fuller either, but I...
But you still
No
work
one
for him,
likes
don't
him.
you? Making some nice dough. Problem is, it's not his money. It's... forget it.
I'll take some bread. Mrs. Biber won't mind.
For a lot of items here.
Ketchup, mustard, mayo, salt, pepper, syrup, sugar, and a bottle of vinegar. There's not much left. I don't think anyone will miss it. I don't want to speak to him. If I felt like some casual conversation, I'd watch a talk show. A coin-op telephone. It says out of order. I don't want to just sit here and wait for some news. I can drop by at any time and ask how she's doing.
That's the nurse. I should know more.
Hi.
Hello, Mr. Michaels. What can I do for you?
I have my mother's bank transfers here. She's already paid for the damn insurance.
I was thinking the same thing myself. You know, the insurance company has made a boo-boo. Can I have them? Don't worry, I'll get on it.
So that will be the end of it then?
Yes, I'll clear it all up with them.
God.
Hi.
Hello, Mr. Michaels. What?
Have you seen the mailman by any chance?
Yes, he was here earlier. He brought your mother some get well cards.
Already?
Okay, thanks. See ya.
Goodbye, Mr. Michaels.
1 hour.
I'm not. At least there aren't any cameras in the patient's rooms. Or in the restroom. We'll have to wait until year 2000 for that.
That's true.
Hallways, corridors, the reception area over there, a door, presumably the emergency exit. All of it no further interest. A soda machine chucks out various kinds of...
Clonk.
A bottle of soda. Great. I don't need much more.
Okay.
Perhaps there are medical records or bills in the cupboard. Forms, transfers. Making people well again is just an aside. I don't think anything in here is gonna interest me. Huh. The news of my mother's accident seems to have spread quickly. A set of scales. Maybe for overweight patients? They certainly look a bit more solid than the ones you have in your bathroom at home. I'd better leave the scales here. What would I do with scales? A set of scales. So many greetings and get well wishes. I think she's very active in the community, and she's probably got a lot of new friends here. Lots of different people have sent my mother cards. This one's signed P. Puck. Wait a minute. That's the mailman. The mailman signed it. So now I've got a sample. I think I could forge his signature really well. Okay, good. I've got the original. I guess the signature is kinda half-decent.
Perfect. Now we get the package. We have so much crap in our inventory. Here, mommy.
I'm standing here in front of my mother who's lying in a coma, and all I can think of is her lying to me about her accident. What kind of a person am I?
The pet one.
Her total sincerity and starry-eyed idealism always annoyed me. I always had an honest and decent example in my mind's eye, if I wasn't being perfect myself. But now I'm sure that she lied to me, and I'm even more unhappy about that. What else is she hiding from me? And why? No change. She's breathing peacefully and evenly, but no sign that she's conscious of what's going on around her.
Okay, here's nothing more. At least we can grab the package from the post office. Okay, where is he? Give me the
Hey,
things that I
Rosie.
need.
Hard at work, I see.
What do you want?
Along with all the tourist stuff and the mail, you're the local travel agent too, aren't you? Have you got anything about a place called Willow Creek in England?
Of course we do. Take a look back there in the flyers.
Really? Oh god. What a paper.
I wanted to pick up Fuller's package with the photo paper.
No, please. So how did you manage to scare up the old fart?
Yeah, I bumped into him in the town.
You were lucky. Here, Fuller's photo paper.
Thank you.
Much obliged. Now I wonder, there might be a mention of this Willow... Really? Willow Creek pops up in the index. Page 42, section Horror, Hauntings, and History.
Ooh, nice.
Let's see.
Ooh. Willow Creek on the trail of a killer.
There it is. Only a small box. Willow Creek on the trail of the killer. Willow Creek on the trail of a killer. Fans of the macabre will certainly get their money's worth in Willow Creek, for in this sleepy little English town is where you can wander in the footsteps of Samuel Gordon, the Worcestershire Ripper, the scion of one of England's oldest families. The Gordon's castle lies close to the town, but is unfortunately not open for guided tours. Murdered 5 people in 1981. Among these was Victor Valley, who was just 12 years old. The Willow Creek Museum awaits the horror-friendly visitor with a permanent display relating to the murders, as well as guided tours from April through to October. Charming
Nice.
little town. And from this horror resort is where my mom gets her monthly payments. Wonderful.
Nice. So let's go to Fuller. Oh, nice boss. Where is he?
Hey, where's the big jellyfish? On my first day, my friendly boss made it very clear to me that he kept an exact account of the amount of money in the till. A little hint that I shouldn't consider ripping them off. I'm not interested in the cash till.
Okay.
That's a light box for looking at slides and negatives. It works. No wonder Fuller needs some distraction. You don't even get 5 customers a day in here. Yesterday, when I was tidying up the sales room, there were all these stupid afternoon talk shows on. It almost made me go crazy. The picture frames could do with being a little more professionally presented. But to be honest, they don't really...
Okay. Let's try to get pictures. was a young lady.
Huh. Looks like Fuller's taking the film out of the camera. But I wanted to give that fat bastard a piece of my mind first. Where the hell is he?
He's not even here.
A cheapo, old-time cuckoo clock. A testament to Fuller's fine taste for stylish interior decoration.
Mm-hmm.
I think Fuller took his mother on a world tour a few years back. Might be a kind of... Nothing stands out. Hey, there's a small opening. I could easily fit my finger. Let's see. It seems to be a mechanism to wind it up. Behind it is a little button. If Fuller had bought one of those trendy angular pens with 4 different colors in it, it might actually work.
Okay, now, let's go in the back.
Nothing in the whole damn world would make me... You've just gotta have a look around here to get the impression of what it looks like in there. No.
Come on, open it. I will to Arizona, why? Shit.
What have we got here? The US, Hawaii, something illegible, and Europe. Fuller smeared half of it with his filthy paws. A greasy map of the world. My World Tour is written next to it. A few places are marked. The USA around Utah, Arizona. Then over to Hawaii. Afterwards comes North Africa, possibly Egypt. Then China, and then Europe. Looks like somewhere in Germany.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
A greasy map of the world. The USA around...
Maybe it's a part of a code. Waste bin.
Should I go through Fuller's garbage?
Sure.
Well, that would mean going through the whole house. I don't think so. Fuller's old-fashioned telephone. The fatso lives on coffee and burritos. That ought to make for an early death. Fuller ate a microwave burrito with, chili chocolate turkey filling yesterday. I didn't even know that kind of thing exists.
Oh
But
god.
it does.
Doesn't sound really tasty.
A very
all.
old-fashioned safe. There's a logo on it. M.T. Schultz, Pittsburgh. Looks at least 100 years old.
It goes
I
there.
find it hard to believe that Fuller hides anything of worth in there. He's more the paranoid type that wants to protect his telephone bill from prying eyes. It's locked. But I've seen how they open these things in those old classic gangster movies.
Yeah, let's try it like that.
Perhaps I could even crack the safe, but at the moment I don't have a good reason to put my life on the line for it. I don't know what Fuller would do if he caught me.
Nothing good at all. Okay. Here's nothing. Maybe it's downstairs?
An old, rather battered locker. Water and all sorts of other liquids have splashed on its door and left their mark. flat dish about A3 size. If you're making photo prints in it, you have to have diluted developer in it. A flat dish about A3. First of all, light off.
Okay, I have nothing to
At the
develop,
moment, there
but
aren't any films I could develop.
but still we can prepare it or not.
At the moment, there aren't
Okay, let's get out of here. Is he here?
What the heck? A secret door hidden behind the photo backdrops.
What the hell are you doing here, boy?
Keep your hands off, Fuller! Because of you, my mother's in a coma.
What have I got to do with your mother? Out! Out of my basement! Go on, get out of here!
You should have told me that she called. It was obvious that something was wrong. I swear I'm gonna...
You threatening me? You? Threatening me?
If she doesn't wake up, I am gonna...
Out! Get out of here already! You're fired! Out! Out! Out!
You better pray she doesn't die.
Okay.
That's the only thing that'll save your fat ass.
Get out of here! If I ever catch you here again, you'll end up next to your mother.
You're gonna regret this,
You'll
Fuller.
never do anything, you pussy! You haven't got the balls! You haven't got the guts! You got nothing!
I'll think of something. I'll get him back. That man's gonna pay, you just wait. But I still need the film with Angelina's pictures on it from out of his camera. I could use his darkroom to develop the film and make the prints. If he's not gonna pay me, then that'll do as a partial payment. Now all I have to do is somehow get him out of the store. A good idea. But how do I get the laxative into the bottle without damaging the cap?
Good question, but I cannot answer you. That's like some syringe from the hospital.
The grill is very heavy and rusty. I wouldn't know how that would get me any. No chance. That's the entrance to the police station. I never feel too good in the face of the state authorities.
Yeah, what have you done, Darren, in your young life that you're scared of the police?
How nice. That's how nice. Ugh.
This is there's just no way I can get to the film without need to real film out of the store. Okay.
An A4 size. I better not unpack that here. Jebba. Honestly, I've got no idea who that is. The city's founder, a mayor. I find a lot of the buildings here in the center really big and swanky for such a small town. Especially the town hall. The city must have had money in the past. Perhaps on the back of successful whale hunting. Or maybe they did what we did in Boston in the 19th century. Made money out of selling ice. New England ice was shipped all over the world before we had refrigerators.
Really?
If I was needing some small change, then... A few glossies and a health mag. Oh well. I'll take the fashion magazine here. Oh, and the auto magazine.
Okay.
2 magazines. Well thumbed through and a few months old. Hardly any text, plenty of pictures. Just the way those suckers celeb. My mom told me how she feared having to spend the rest of her life in a thing like this, even long after the car crash. Her back was seriously injured, and no one could tell her if she would ever walk again. Miraculously, I was left unhurt by our car crash. My mom was in hospital for months. My father died at the scene of the accident. I was about 3 years old back then. I can't remember the accident. Nor my father.
Okay. So this time we are finding out some more information about what happened in the game.
I'm not particularly more...
Okay. What should I do?
I don't want to stop her from... No change. She's breathing peacefully and evenly, but no sign that she...
Well, come on. Come on in. Take a look around. Buy something.
Thanks.
Ah, a young man. You a soldier?
Sure not.
Bit slow on the uptake. Have you served?
Sir, no sir.
Ah, so you want to put me on, do you? Find something for yourself and then beat it.
Amazing guy.
I guess those are Eddie's badges from his time in the army.
You got that right, boy.
Okay.
There are 3 bottles on the shelf. I guess it's hard liquor.
Bourbon.
Wait
I don't
there.
want to get drunk.
Why not? Drink something. You need it.
They look like bazookas. Hopefully they're just replicas.
I hope not.
I prefer my Star Wars figures. Is Lucas ever gonna make the 4th part? Perhaps Eddie picked it up somewhere in the Second World
The
War.
first part of Star Wars was the first movie that he was doing. Episode 4.
A pair of wire cutters for cutting cable.
But back since I don't know that it will be the first part, so somehow it's right,
I'd
yeah.
like to buy these wire cutters.
$2. What? You don't want to negotiate? You got too much dough, right? You got it coming out of your ears. Never worked a hard day in your life, and you got no idea on the value of $1, I bet.
$2 is $2. In your time, it might have been a meal out and a movie for two. For me, it's half a burger.
Be happy that you can just buy a burger like that. There ain't many beef farmers left. All that imported stuff from the third world has screwed up the prices.
And pretty soon you won't be seeing a single lonesome cowboy herding steers across the prairie and singing those old trail songs around the campfire. Oh.
Yeah. Typical youth humor.
Shelves of useless junk.
If you're just gonna bitch, then get lost.
A cupboard full of lots of different things. Books, a record player, boxes, measuring
You want to buy something?
I'll have a look around first.
Mm-hmm.
The junk shop owner. He appears to be blind. Maybe he's just putting it on. That would fit with the cliche.
Tell me, why haven't you served in the military? Over there in Iraq, they could use whoever they can get.
In Iraq? The war finished 2 years ago.
Well, you don't say. Read my lips. President Bush is going to bring that Saddam to justice.
Sure. You know that Bush is no longer the president, right?
Well, he'll still bring him to justice. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Funny guy. So tell me something about Fuller.
That idiot next door? Sure I do. You can never choose your neighbors, can you?
You don't seem to like him.
That guy hasn't done one damn decent thing in his life. Lazy bastard just sits around in his store, has his mommy wipe his ass for him, and lets the place fall apart down around his ears. Heed my words. He represents everything that's wrong with this country.
You got that right. From World War II, everything's just been downhill, yeah? Pity we haven't got any decent wars still going on. They've even ditched the draft.
Go ahead. You just make fun of it all, boy. A good licking or a couple of tours in Vietnam, that wouldn't be such a...
What do you mean, such a?
Nothing. The guy's a pig. There's something not right about him. He's hiding something, I'm telling you.
Yeah, but what? The hospital.
My mother's in the hospital here.
And?
Do you think she'll be in good hands there?
Well, is she sick? She won't be in bad hands if she's in a hospital.
No. I meant, are the doctors here any good?
Well, how should I know? You think just 'cause I'm old I run off to the doctor and complain every day? I haven't been to see no quack in years. I'm as fit as a fiddle.
Yeah. People were made of better, stronger stuff in the past, right?
Yeah. Get to my age and then we'll talk about it.
So, what's life like here in Biddeford?
Well, you're not from around here?
No. I go to college in Boston.
Oh, so you're an intellectual then? Some sort of desk guy, an egghead who just talks clever all day?
No, I'm...
Then you're the artistic type. Some depressive junkie? You're fixing your problems with a self-help group, right?
No, I'm studying physics.
Well, we sure need that stuff. So what brings you here?
I'm visiting my mother over the semester vacation. She's been living here a few months now. Rebecca Michaels?
Oh, well, nice to meet you, Rebecca.
Oh, man. You know my mother by any chance?
Nope. I don't get out much. What's she doing here? Fresh sea air and all that?
You could say that, yeah. A quiet place to retire. And who are you? Is this your shop?
No! I just busted in here and you've surprised me, just as I was about to clear the place out.
Oh, how amusing. How long you been waiting to roll that one out?
Your generation lacks respect for its elders. I fought for you to live here. I spilt my blood for you.
And I'll pay your pension. So we're quits, Mr.
Edward D. Warren. Ed for short. Or Eddie to my friends.
Hello, Eddie. I'm Darren. Nice shop you got here.
In my time, it wasn't customary to speak to older folks using their first name.
But we're living in my time now, aren't we, Ed?
I think you should find whatever it is you're after, and then
Darren has some
scram.
problems to talk with the
Just
people.
like I thought. Play the
Yeah,
good
good
citizen,
manner.
but still chase after every dollar. Like the devil chases souls.
Okay, I think.
Yep, it's famous. I've seen this picture.
Okay. Projector.
Looks like a slide projector from here.
Correct.
Flag. And the radio.
An old radio. What? Are you a radio hobbyist?
Radio hobbyist? You mean one of those idiots who thinks it's neato mosquito when they have another idiot on the air who only lives 2 blocks away? I was a wireless operator with the Hells Devils, 8th Infantry Regiment of the 4th U.S. Infantry Division. I was there in North Africa, and in Sicily, then in Normandy on Utah Beach. I was wounded on the Rhine. That was my eyes. And I got a Purple Heart for it all.
And so, are you still a radio guy or not?
I'm keeping the tradition alive. I talk to old buddies real regular. Can reach 'em anywhere. I'd say I'm kind of an expert. Keep my things in good working order. Always prepared.
Ah, okay.
Nice.
Good to know.
So, the time almost went by, but I think now it's enough. I wish you all a nice evening. And or whichever time it is at you now. And don't forget to like and subscribe and come back soon. Goodbye.